What is up, you guys? Gold Pony here today in the all-new 2018 BMW X2, courtesy of Apple BMW in York, PA. Super excited to be in this one today. If anything, because of the exterior color, takes the phrase "stay gold" to a whole different level. So, as always, you guys, let's start with pricing. So to start, there are two different trim levels available for this one. First one being the S Drive 28i. That is going to start at $36,400, and then you have the X Drive 28i. That one starts at $38,400. And basically that is going to be the front wheel drive versus the all-wheel drive setup. But regardless, power on this one is going to be made from a 2-liter twin-power turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, putting out 228 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 258 pound-feet of torque available at around 1,400 RPM. Power again is going to be sent to front wheels or all wheels through an 8-speed automatic with 0 to 60 time coming in at approximately 6.3 seconds, and MPG numbers coming in at 22 in the city, 31 on the highway using premium unleaded fuel. And I will say, the second I got in this one, there is a lot of low-end torque. You can definitely feel that because the X2 so far has been very zippy on these city streets. But so then, like I was saying, the driving modes. There is a button just to the left of the shifter. There are 3 different driving modes that come standard on this one, including Eco, Pro, Comfort, and Sport. And what those driving modes do is adjust things like the throttle response, the shift points, and the steering sensitivity as well. And I will say there is a very nice steering feel to this one. It is on the heavier side, but it's not too heavy. So as far as that goes, I think it does fit the X2 very well. But in addition to that, I will say I do have the M Sport X design package, which looks amazing on this one. It adds $4,650, but not only does it add to the looks, but it actually does increase the performance as well, because not only does it give you paddle shifters with that package, but it does give you a sportier transmission tuning as well. So definitely makes this one that much more enjoyable to drive here. But anyways, since I've not done it yet, let's do a quick little acceleration with the paddle shifters. Let's see how quickly they react and see how quickly we can get this new X2 here up to speed. Okay, so I will say the paddle shifters do react very quickly, and this X2 is extremely quiet as well as far as the acceleration goes. So it is most definitely a luxury vehicle when it comes to cabin noise, because it is very quiet in here. But when it comes to the acceleration, like I was previously saying, the initial pep is very nice. Once you get up to higher speeds, it's not going to be the fastest thing out there, but the paddle shifters, they do react very quickly, and BMW is known for that. So I am a huge fan of the paddle shifters, meaning if you wanted to have a little fun in this one, they're there for you, and they work very well. And if you wanted to add a little more fun, I will say there is a dynamic handling package that adds $600, but that gives you active roll stabilization as well as adaptive dampers. And as far as the ride quality goes, definitely a very smooth ride as expected from BMW, so no issues there. If I could give this car any constructive criticism, I would say it would be with the visibility, but then again, if you had better visibility in this one, it would not nearly look as good as it does, because it does have that coupe-like design. So definitely an amazing looking crossover, which as always is going to lead me into the exterior. And so to start up front, you have that active kidney front grille with a more angular appearance for the X2. To the sides, LED headlights with fog lights just below. Also again with the M Sport X design package, that's going to give you a more aggressive front end along with other exterior enhancements, including body colored side skirts and 19-inch M double 5-spoke wheels with front flat tires. And by the way, when it comes to the standard wheel setup on the X2, you will get 18-inch alloy wheels down there. And looking at the side mirrors, the X2 comes standard with power adjustable body colored heated side mirrors with integrated turn signals as well. And perhaps the best exterior enhancement on this one is you do have that BMW logo in the rear quarter panel on the X2, which definitely differentiates itself from all the other BMWs. I think it looks awesome, and if anything, it definitely makes this one unique, so I'm a huge fan. But making your way to the back, you have the rear spoiler with the integrated brake light, also a rear window wiper back there. LED tail lamps will come standard on the X2, and just below it all, dual exhaust outlets with chrome tips. So as always, you guys, here is that exhaust clip. Now, since we are around back, we'll start with the X2 does come standard with a power liftgate, and there is a button on the key fob to open that up if you wanted to. Once opened up, cargo capacity is going to come in at 21.6 cubic feet. If that was not enough space, there's your seats do fold down, bumping it up to 50.1 cubic feet. Then make your way to the rear legroom. That comes in at 36.7 inches. So for reference, I'm an even 6 feet tall. This is how much space I have back there. And you do get a rear center armrest with cup holders for those rear passengers. And if you look forward, you will find rear ventilation back there that comes standard as well. Making your way to the front seats, they are power adjustable driver and passenger seats. You do get memory settings, and they do come with a leather finish. Looking forward, there is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. If you go with that M Sport package, you will get an M designation at the bottom of that steering wheel. If you wanted that steering wheel to be heated, that is a $550 option there, and you do get heated seats with that package as well. But then when it comes to the startup, let me first start by showing you my cool M Sport designation key here. You got the M Sport logo on the one side, and when you flip it over, lock, unlock, and that button to pop the rear hatch. And by the way, the lock button, that's the BMW symbol in the middle. But anyways, it is all keyless entry, so simply put your foot on the brake and press that engine start button. And once started up, the tachometer is actually on your right, speedometer is on your left. There is a small digital display at the very bottom there. That's going to give you your basics like your outside temperature, how many miles you have left until you hit empty, and of course the trip information. But then when it comes to overall interior quality, there is a panoramic moonroof available that adds $1,350. That is what you are looking at right now. Also, there's a wireless device charging system for $500 if you were interested there. If you go with the convenience tier package, you will get universal garage door openers. And overall, this one is actually finished quite similar to the X1 if you're familiar with that one. And I do like the ambient lighting that's included on this one as well. But now, making our way to the tech, up front there is an 8.8-inch color touchscreen display, and you can control what's on that display by either using the buttons and circular dial behind the shifter, or like I said, it is touchscreen as well. But that tech display is going to include Bluetooth and audio streaming. There is a factory navigation system for $950. Apple CarPlay is optional for $300. No Android Auto on this one, unfortunately, but it will give you your current weather, which I think is pretty cool, courtesy of the Weather Channel, as well as your radio information. And by the way, when it comes to the sound system, standard setup is going to give you 7 speakers. However, there of course is an optional sound system for $875. That one is going to be the Harman Kardon surround sound system with 360 watts, 12 speakers, and 2 bass speakers located under the front seats, but I do not have that one today. I actually have the standard sound system, so let's turn on the radio and test out the clarity of that one. You know what, for that being the standard sound system, definitely a good bit of bass that comes standard on that one, so definitely impressed. Honestly, that one works just fine for the X2. And then last thing I wanted to mention is when you do put this one in reverse, you do have a reverse camera letting you know who or what is behind you, which is always going to lead me into safety. And so to start, there are front, side, and side curtain airbags, also a driver's knee airbag up there. In the back, you have latch, aka lower anchors and tethers for children for the rear car seats. Also, there is going to be a driver assistance package for $700. That is going to add active driving assistant, as well as your adaptive cruise control system with stop and go. And so, but anyways, that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe.